Good morning, everyone. Nick from Meat Smoke Fire here, and it's St George's Day, isn't it? Today? Yes, St George's Day. I had a mind blank there. So, all about England, and today we're going to do a typical English cook, a barbecue. I am going to do something that we all are very good at, and try and do 27 different things at once. So don't try this at home. You know, what we try and do is do one thing, do it really well. Okay, during the cooks we do 3 things and we try and do it pretty well. Today I think I got like 6 or 7 or 8 or I don't know, lost count. It's all gone a bit weird. Anyway, what we thought we'd do today is do skewers. I think we definitely did this sometime last year, and I think it was when this book came out by Marcus Borden. Runs UK Barbecue School. He does so many classes. I think we're doing about 20 classes in the whole year. Marcus has already gone past that amount since the beginning of February. He's mad. Anyway, so we're going to do one recipe, our favourite recipe from Marcus's book, and we did it last time. And I don't care because we love it. So we're going to do that, but we're also going to do some others. We've got a random one to do. I wanted to do chicken hearts. Can I find chicken hearts anywhere? No, but the local Chinese man told me all about chicken gizzards. Andrea's face is a picture. Anyway, so we're going to do some chicken gizzards. We're also going to do some beef, a dish I've sort of stolen but modified, so that's now my recipe. So we're doing that. We're going to do some prawns, we're going to do some pork, we're going to do some duck, we're going to do some vegetables. Yeah, right. I need to just start one of them. In here, veg dish. We're going to do some mushroom skewers. So I've got some mushrooms, I've got some balsamic vinegar, so I need about 2 tablespoons, however much that looks like. Say when, Andy?
When? What's the point?
I have some soy sauce. We're going to about a tablespoon of soy. Bit of salt in there. We are going to put in some lovely 3 cloves of garlic and some thyme. And that, straight from my garden. It smells amazing. So a bit of thyme going in. I'm going to keep some of that back just to put on at the end. I'm going to get all of those in here, and then we're just going to give them a good zhuzh. Now, I want to leave these for about 20 minutes to soak all those juices in, to soften up a little bit. I do need some salt in there, which is right next to me. Let me just wash my hands and I'll put some salt on. No, I don't. I've got all the soy. I don't need any salt. I've got plenty of salt. So I'm going to put these over to one side, and in about 20 minutes' time, I'm going to make Mama work for a living and put them on skewers.
Stop her drinking.
She just said, you didn't tell me they'd be gooey. Right, so they're going over with Mama. Right. We'll say when. Right, I've got to wash my hands.
No,
and
you
then
have.
We'll do the intro. So, who have we got on, Helena?
Right, let me go over
there.
Yeah.
Well, I think probably the furthest I don't know, Martin is in Florida.
Oh, is Martin on?
Yes, he's in Florida.
He is. He's fishing in Florida. He hasn't been catching too big a thing, or other than the shark the other day, and a great story about his mate who obviously was having a beer at the time or something like that and had a bite, and it took his rod and his reel off the side of the boat.
No.
So he lost it all. But apparently the fishing shops are pretty good, so they've got a new one.
So Susan Roger is on from Scotland. Do you remember she was
Morning,
on the
Susan. Yeah, and Susan I've spoken to several times. We talk about different ways of cooking. So yeah.
So Kerry's just joined.
Morning, Kerry. Is Darren on, or are they separate? Well, they're always separate, aren't they?
So Sue and Jeanette are on.
Morning, Sue. Morning, Jeanette.
John,
With Team Red.
Soldier Boy Barbecue.
Who's
Steve.
John who?
Pritchard.
Morning, John, up in Norfolk.
Steve from Churchwood Fisheries.
Morning, Steve.
Paul Irvine.
Morning,
Connor.
Paul. Wow. Connor. Morning, Connor.
Mum, I can't remember her name.
Mum and Nanny. Wendy.
Wendy. Couldn't remember her name.
God, well done, Nick. Unlike you with names.
Ash's mum.
Yes, I know.
I've still not met her. Met his dad.
Oh.
I've met Ash. I've met his wife. I've just not met his mum yet.
Ludgate Zoo.
Ludgate Zoo, cool. A zoo.
Ben Slater.
Hopefully we're not cooking too many of the animals today.
Ben Slater Farming.
Morning, Ben. Are you ploughing or doing anything like that today? He's on his tractor, probably.
Taff Punk.
Taff Punk, cool.
Yeah, loads of people today.
So any questions, ask away. We're not using the mics because we don't think it's too windy, but if it is, just let us know and we won't do anything about it. Yeah. Right, so. Intros. Oh, of course, intros. I haven't done that. On camera, we have Andrea. Not in the usual spot. She's normally over there somewhere.
Yeah, well,
We've got Helena typing and following you all on there. We've got Mama on the pop, and today's pop is Posh Pink Pop. So yeah.
Lunch and Munchins are on.
Morning, Lunch and Munchins. Simon. Yeah, it is Simon. Yeah.
And Mark from Smoke Fire and Food is just
Morning,
joined.
Mark, up in Newcastle. So
And Ben is in a tractor.
Ben is in his tractor. Awesome. Awesome. I'm going to talk to Mark this week at some point. Video call with him. So yeah, haven't forgotten. Just been absolutely nuts. It has been one of my busiest couple of weeks. We have done. I think on Wednesday next week we'll have put in 7 Kamado Space Islands in 3 weeks. I've been to Leeds. I've been to London.
Golf courses.
Golf course. I've only played golf once. Thank you. Gee. Right.
Oh, but you have done the fence.
The fence is finished. Finally. Right. Let's crack on. So.
Yeah, let's get this car crash started.
Yeah. So this is going to be a bit weird. So I've got. I'm going to grab a couple of things. I've just stuck them in here just for a minute. I wouldn't normally put food in this one, but I've got a couple of plates here. So let's show you what we've got and what we're going to cook. We have some beautiful port loins. Look at those. I saw them in the butcher's while I was out trying to buy chicken hearts. But they're just port loins. All I've done, a tiny bit of garlic, or a lot of garlic on there. And I'm just going to put a bit of salt on them now. And then we're going to cook them with a bit of lemon, keep them really simple. But they looked stunning. And I think what I'm going to do is put them on the Let's Q, and we'll put them with the fat side out. So as it goes round, it will crisp up that fat. So that should be stunning. So I've made a couple of those.
Sorry, which ones were they?
Pork loin chops. Just because I could. And they looked a bit like picanha,
That looks
but
cool.
it's not. It's duck. So we're going to do some duck with a Peking duck sauce base. So again, a little bit of salt on those now. I didn't want to salt them too early. Bit on that side, then we'll get those on in a minute. So that is just one duck breast. I didn't bother doing the second because we've got so much to eat. So we've got duck. We have our chicken. So I have done some normal chicken thighs, just in case people don't like the gizzards. We're going to do both of these with a yakitori sauce, teriyaki yakitori, whatever sauce. So we're going to do those. We have, and I've made them already, but I'm going to tell you how I've done them. So obviously I can't do all of these in 20 minutes or whatever we got, half an hour. We have, in way too much cling film because I can't get in there.
Oh, the suspense.
Yeah, and I've wrapped another lot like this as well, so we're in trouble. And then we're going to make some of the others. So we have prawn and pineapple, and all I've done with those, little sprinkle of jerk seasoning, and then we're going to sear those. So we have prawn and pineapple skewers. Okay, so they're all looking good. What I might actually do, Andy, is get my chicken thighs on, because they're going to take a little bit longer.
Okay.
I've got a question for you.
Yeah. Question.
How was the duck breast cut for the skewers?
How was the duck breast cut for the skewers? Good question.
Put them on, then do it.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Just an
Yes,
idea.
Mum.
Just an idea.
I've just put the normal top on top of the tandoor ring. just because I didn't want the air to rush through, so we've turned it down a bit. But I'm going to go in with these. These are going to take about 20 minutes. So I'm going to pop them in. In about 10 minutes time, I'm going to put the gizzards in. They're already part boiled, or they're already boiled. So they came frozen from the Chinese supermarket. Andrea's face is a picture. She's like, oh, I'm going to make her eat
Really
one.
not sure, but I'll give it a go.
They're going to be a bit chewy. Gizzards are part of the internal intestines. So there you go, makes it even better.
Yep.
Yeah, she's going to love that. Anyway, we're going to put those, and I'm just going to knock it down a tiny bit. Put those chicken thighs on there to cook, and then we're going to baste them in a bit. We're going to make a marinade for them. So I've got some teriyaki sauce, I've got some sriracha, I've got some garlic already in here, and we'll put a little bit of salt in, and we'll make a marinade, and then we'll baste them. They're going to be good. Right.
Cool.
How do we put the duck on?
Smoked fine food says they are really nice, but you struggle to source them.
Okay, so
Gizzards.
Mark from Smoked Pine Foods, who we've just been talking about, Newcastle, says gizzards are really nice. So it will be our first time, Mark. They didn't smell great when I cooked them, but...
Oh, you're so selling it.
I really wanted chicken hearts. I thought that would be really cool, but anyway. Right, we are going to do a couple more skewers.
So tell them about the
Duck breast. So if you look at our duck breast, all I've done is if it's lengthways like that, I cut across it, because you want to be cutting across, and then I folded it round and then pushed the skewers through. Now what you need to do is just pierce the skin with a knife, and then the skewer will go through. If you're trying to force a skewer through the skin, you're going to struggle. So just pierce it. Oh, it's breezy now. Pierce either side with a knife, and then you'll be able to get it through. I put a bit of salt on there. I put a couple of spring onions on the end because they look pretty.
Bit of green.
Yeah, a bit of green. So we'll get those on in a minute.
So Mark Hancock's has just asked, with the skewers work on chicken livers?
With the skewer, absolutely. Chicken livers on there would be awesome. So yeah, yeah.
Martin Hawkins has said, aren't chicken hearts chicken tikka?
Aren't chicken hearts chicken tikka?
Ticker, your heart.
Tikka.
Come on, peoples. Get with the programme.
It's because Helena said it wrong.
I knew it'd be my fault.
Right. So I'm going to show you this recipe.
I better get some kudos for getting that one out of all of
well
you.
done,
lot.
Andrea.
Yeah,
well
thanks,
done. And
thanks.
I've managed to say Andrea 3 times.
I
at
know.
least.
Thanks.
So what we have in here, this is skirt steak. When you buy a skirt steak, and maybe I should show you, I've got a big bit, but when you buy a skirt steak, it comes long and it's fairly flat. This was quite a thick one. Now with skirt steak, the grain of the steak runs along it, a bit like your fingers, if you can imagine it running like that. So what you need to do is cut across it. If you leave the grain long, it will taste tough. I tried these the other day and they were cut a lot, they weren't cut across the grain and they're quite chewy. It's going to be better that you cut across the grain because then they'll fall apart more easily. Hopefully they won't fall apart while we're cooking them, but we're going to try them. So, I haven't put them on the website yet, but I will. These are just Weber skewers, but they're double skewers.
They look like massive hair clips.
There you go, could be. They're double skewers. And the point of that is that when you want to turn something over, it's going to turn over. It won't all spin round on it. Yeah, quite clever. So, we're going to make these, and I've already made some, so you just need to put them through, and then you can decide how wide you want them, and then I'll put on some skirt steak, a bit more skirt steak. These are going to be lush. Skirt steak is marinated in 4 tablespoons of soy sauce, a whole load of ginger. What else did I put in there?
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh, why?
Oh no.
We have chicken tarka down here. It's like chicken tikka, only otter.
Oh, nice one, Paul.
Oh
who
my
does live right next to the
God.
Tarka Trail. So, I'm going to put on slices of ginger, just to give it even more gingery kick. When we had Marco here from Della Vita, the pizza oven place, the pizza oven manufacturer, that thing, the things we sell. He did, and I think we did it in one of the cooks. He did some chunks of ginger, and it was delicious. So I've gone spring onion, skirt, ginger, skirt, spring onion, and then I'm just going to repeat. So we'll just make a couple of these. We'll make one of these. So bit of skirt, bit of ginger. If you cut them big enough, they'll go through. A bit more skirt, and then we can make more of these afterwards. Bit of skirt. Where are we at? Yeah, and a bit of spring onion. Let's do a nice big bit. So then when we want to cook it, we cook it one side and then we can flip it, cook it the other. So
Like that.
they're Weber skewers, they're all from Amazon. I'll link them on my website. If you click on the link, then I get 1 pence or whatever the number is. We'll just put those over there. Yep. So we have a whole bunch of them in here. So we're going to cook some of those. So I'll just put that in there. These two can watch them. They'll go in. So in this egg, at the moment it's about 220 degrees, so I want it pretty hot. We've got one side cast iron and one side cast iron plancher. I like cooking steak on a plancher because you get a full surface sear. The fat will vaporize. It will be it's really good. I put a post up last night about it. But you can also cook on cast iron. So we're going to do one of the others. We're going to do the mushrooms on here, and we're going to do a couple of the others on here. But first of all, we probably need to start going and get our duck going and our pork going. What am I doing for time? I think these are going to take a little bit. Right. So, I think I've used it before. I have. We're going to use the Let's Q. We're going to use the Weber skewer system. These are great because you just put the skewers through and clip them in. I'll put one every third. We'll do the duck at the same time. So I'm just putting the fat to the outside because I want that to crisp up, and the meat to the inside because the fat's then going to go past. I think the duck is going to take roughly the same amount of time. We'll find out, won't we? And then we can put these in here. So this egg is a little bit warm, 250. That looks all right. So we'll go in and let those spin. Now, the duck we're going to marinate with some Peking duck sauce, just from the Chinese supermarket. The pork we're just going to leave as is. So let those spin round. I might just shut that down a tiny bit on the bottom. Perfect. Let's have a look at our chicken. So I have a set of gloves somewhere. There's one. So we're using the tandoor ring just to do it vertically, so it's nowhere near done yet, but it's cooking nicely. What I'm going to do is add some of this. It's pre-boiled, so you put it in water for 40 minutes. Andrea's face, she is not liking that. I want to heat it up a little bit. I want to get the edges a little bit crispy, and then we'll start marinating it. So hopefully, well, not marinating, basting it. That'll all be good. Right, so let's take some of these over. Right, I'm just going to wash my hands because I have touched that raw beef. Any questions, Helena?
As Jane McKenzie said, you missed the start.
Okay.
Did you say one of the cooks is from Skewers? And I've just said we've got lots
Yes.
of inspiration from that book and some that we've sourced elsewhere.
Yes, so we're going to do a gnocchi cook from Marcus's book. The only difference between his recipe and what we do is we part boil them. We found that when you're trying to skewer them, if you hadn't part boiled them, they just fall in half. And maybe it's a mistake in the book, but I'm sure Marcus would have found that out. So,
And then
yeah.
Hell's Willing has just said, how did the kebab thing fit so well in the egg? But I'm not quite sure
Which kebab thing? The
Yes.
Let's Q thing or the tandoor ring?
I'll ask.
Well, the Let's Q we can show you. So the Let's Q sits in the egg and it's wedge shaped. So if you look from the side, Andy, you'll be able to see when I shut it, it's a wedge shape. So the lid shuts properly. So the Let's Q's awesome. We sell those, obviously. Sorry, got the police or somebody going by. So that's how that works. The tandoor ring. Which one was it?
I don't know.
Oh, the tandoor ring is this little disc at the top with the 6 skewers. I'm only using 5 today. but it just replaces the normal cap. Take the cap off, and then you can hang the skewers in, so you can do your chicken tikka in there. Right, let's make the marinade.
Alex Pendleton said, if you're looking for a bricklayer, can you do a quote?
Alex, thank you for that. Yeah, says he's looking for a bricklayer. Can I do him a quote? No.
Poke it.
Yeah. Oh God, if that wall falls down, somebody else is coming in. Yeah. Oh, I hated it. I absolutely hated it. And the cement just dries your fingers out, and I look like an old man. My fingers.
Okay, so Hels was talking about the one with the duck. So is that the?
Let's Skew. Yeah. So yeah, look it up on my website. It's awesome. We use it all the time. The skewer bit that's on there goes onto the normal spit. That is Weber. I don't sell that, but do love it. We sell a different one from Let's Skew, but I like the Weber one because you can change the skewers upside down, if that makes sense. Probably not. Right, sriracha. We want some spice in here. So about a tablespoon. We've got garlic in there. We've got, I put teriyaki sauce in there. We've got garlic. I'm just going to get a little bit of salt, tiny bit. Can't have too much. Morning, Marcus.
Telling him that we're using his book.
So we've already plugged it, but we'll plug it again. Marcus's book. If you go onto my website, into reviews, all the books I like are in there. If you click on it, I get about 4p or something like that. Every bit helps. But yeah, Marcus's book, awesome. So we love it. I don't think only the gnocchi is from Marcus's book today. I think.
Was it?
I think. Well, the beef is one from one I stole the other day. That's definitely not from Marcus's book. And the others, we're just things we've seen on the web and we're stealing. Right. Got our chicken teriyaki. This is going to get messy. Really messy. What I might do, that one's the chicken thigh. That's the chicken thigh. So we'll get those out. Just need to get my basting brush. Those are looking good. You could probably start skewering those now, Mama.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
She doesn't sound too chuffed we're making her work. All that pop she drinks every week.
What you after? Oh,
Brisket.
careful.
Sorry.
Oh, hello.
Might have to make more of this.
No, we've got masses.
No, I mean to do because we've got to do
Oh.
your favourites. Got to do the gizzards.
That I wouldn't. Yeah, you can.
Marcus, have you got a gizzard recipe in your book? Haven't seen one. Right, that's good. So these can go in. Oh, so that goes in. Goes in. We'll take the gizzards out because I don't want to overcook them because they're already cooked, sort of. These are going to be weird.
We've just got a episode of the Krypton Factor happening over at the bar with Mum trying to suss out
how to skewer, double skewer mushrooms.
Yeah.
Did give her a lesson beforehand.
Yeah, but it's Mum.
It's all right. She's quadruple jabbed us of this morning. Showing her age is what we're saying.
Yeah.
She's getting on. I'm going to be in for a beating. Right, flip those over. Oh, it's going to be nice. Right. She breaking them.
Oh, me are. Oh, you nearly said
I
something.
think I might have to intervene.
Yeah, no swearing on here. I have to say when I put these up on YouTube whether anyone's been swearing.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If you swear, can't put them on YouTube. Right, we're going to put those back in. No, they are still hot. Whoa, nearly. Right, remind me in a few minutes
Yep.
to get those bad boys out.
Yep. We'll
Right.
do.
So we're going to go and start cooking other things. This is where it's going to get messy because I'm going to have about 27 things cooking at once.
Yeah.
So Paul White, it might be your week for a
Yeah.
good laugh.
To see
Paul
us.
always wants me to mess it up. Right, we're going to go and cook on here. So what's going to cook fastest? I think we'll do the beef. So let's get some beef on here. How are those mushrooms going? I want them flat, Mama.
What? That's what I keep saying to her. She doesn't get the concept.
Flat face.
That
Look.
way.
Yeah, that way. That's it.
Woosah.
You could be in for a new jacket here.
If it's too, just do a couple. Oh look, she's broken them. Look,
Yeah, Mum, just park it.
just park it. Don't worry, we've got enough to cook. Right, we're going beef skewers.
Yeah.
We're
focusing on this bit.
I'm gonna do them all over here. What? So I'll have some on there. We'll have some on there. Oh, listen to those. Now, we're going to need to turn those in 3 or 4 minutes. I don't want to overcook them. It's skirt. You don't want to cook skirt too much because it will get tough. So skirt is great rare. So we're going to cook those first. Right, bit of a nose blow. How are we doing? Helena's doing all right, look.
Yeah, Helena's all over it.
Right, bit of American champagne. Where have I put it? There it is. Oh, let's have a look at these.
Cool.
Now, the smoke will be from the duck.
I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah. So the fat is starting to... There you go. I'll swap spaces with you. So the duck's crisping up a bit. Oh, they're looking good. And what I might do is take the duck off then and just finish the fat on the griddle over there. So I'm going to give that another minute or two and then we'll get those off. What we could do is burn some lemons. So let's take some of these lemon slices. Burnt lemon and pork is good. So I'm going to take those other bits. We'll pop them on here. How are we doing, Mama?
I'm just watching.
She's retired.
She's retired already.
Yeah, I'm breaking too many. It's not easy.
I know.
We give you one simple task, Mum. One.
Sorry,
I'm
Andy.
sorry.
All right, let's have a look at these. I think they're going to need a little bit more than that. Yeah, they're sticking still, so they're not quite ready. So, give those a second or two. Right.
Duck and chicken?
Duck and chicken. Oh, I've got chicken.
Well, no, gizzards and...
Yeah, I'm just going to make a tiny bit more marinade.
Oh, okay.
A bit more chilli sauce. You've got to have a good kick.
It's got to be spiky.
When the top blows off. Right. Bit of garlic still in there. That'll do. Let's get over. Let's marinate them again. Should we do Andrea's favourite? Oh, look at that. Get those out. Now, of course, this is chicken, so we need to know how far it's cooked. 74 degrees is what you're after. These aren't going to be 74 yet. 54, 55. So, don't actually need too much more. Bit on both sides. Get those back in. Then we'll do the gizzards quickly. We'll send some up to Mark in Newcastle. See if he still likes them. They don't look too bad. I think they need a little bit of char on the outside. And they're getting it. They are getting it. I did taste one earlier. I can safely say they're all right. Don't sound convinced, Andy.
I'm not.
Andrea. Well, it's a bit of a low and slow cook, isn't it? I think it should be. I'm going to get teriyaki sauce everywhere. Oh yeah, it's on my shoe, that.
Yeah, just clock that.
Right. Right, those can go back in until we're ready for the final bit of the cook. I need to swap hands. Where have I left the other grey glove? I do this every week. I put 2 out by every barbecue and then wander off with them on. That's all right. Yeah. So Get those on. They're good. That egg is at about 220, 230. Might be a bit hot in that. Saying 250. That is a bit hot. Anyway, we are where we are.
Okay,
Let's have a look at those bad boys. Go on.
Hold on, we've got some questions.
Questions. Should we go over?
Yeah.
Go over. Right. I'll leave the gloves. About to bring the gloves.
Yeah, leave the gloves.
Yes. Questions.
Is the chicken whole thighs with skin or without?
Without skin.
Right.
So I skinned and boned them this morning, and then each thigh I cut into 6. And what I tend to do is, if you think of the thigh, I make it into a wave shape and put the skewer through 3 times.
Miguel has asked, what was in the sauce in addition to the sriracha, please?
It's teriyaki, chicken teriyaki. Oh, look at those. Hang on. Doing it all left-handed, that's just stupid. Teriyaki. What else did I have in there? And teriyaki, sriracha, garlic, and a tiny bit of salt. They're looking nice.
Okay, and then I've got another question for you.
Yep.
Right. So,
That one over. I'm going to churn these lemons.
Ellis, the hobby chef, has said, how do the eggs get their oxygen in the blaze units with the doors closed?
It leaks around the doors. So, yeah, everyone worries about that. It's not a problem. There's gaps down here. It gets as much oxygen as it needs. Not an issue. The blaze units are brilliant. And we can now deliver them flat packed and come and install them from flat pack. So if you live in a house in London or anywhere else where access is an issue, we can now get them in. I've not done it yet, but we can now do it.
Okay.
So they are another option.
So Mark Hancock has then said you can use the chicken thigh skin to make chicken skin butter.
I've not had chicken skin butter, but I do like to take the chicken thigh skin, put some salt on it, and then just griddle it on a plancha like we've got in here, and it turns into crisps. And that's really good. Right, I'm going to get these out.
Okay.
So, do you want to look at my beautiful skewers?
Yes, but in a minute.
Yes. Make a
Because I don't want to overcook these.
I'm going to come this side because
Yeah.
of the...
So I think we'll just take them out. They're looking. The fat's crispy. Pork's done. Bit of smoke. I'll get them off Andy and we'll take them over there. Right. So first set of skewers coming out. Just gonna just balance them on the end. Not touching the board. That's all right. So I'm gonna take my pork. First ones. Pork skewers. I forgot to baste my duck. I'll do it with a cold baste, but that'll be fine. Bit of duck skewers. So we've got our pork, got our duck going on. What we want to do on our duck is get a bit of this. If you've ever made duck wraps, it's not hoisin, this is proper Peking duck sauce. The heat of the duck will warm that through. So there's our duck skewer. Right, that's finished with. Shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that sauce. It tastes gorgeous.
Oh, don't forget, we've got the gnocchi and the prawns.
We've got the gnocchi, the prawns,
And
the mushrooms. So we're going to get the beef off.
Look at these.
We're going to get the beef
Yeah.
off.
You don't get the credit for that,
No,
Mama.
expertly done by my daughter.
Really easy, so I'll take 2 at a time.
Okay.
Good.
Oh. Oh, that wasn't on camera, I don't think.
That's all right. 2-second rule. Right, it's only on the blaze. I've washed them all down this morning, so they're perfect. They're probably cleaner than the oven gloves. Right. So we have a pile of beef. I'm going to start bringing stuff over to you guys to try. Right, we're going to put our lemon onto our pork. There we go. Straight in place. Got a bit of oil. Right. Our mushrooms that Mama has done perfectly. Not. These are really quick, so they can go on.
Just don't burn them because.
No, and we're going to do the gnocchi last. We're going to go with our pineapple and prawns with jerk. Where I can still shut the lid. So we have a look at our chicken.
Yep.
Got lots of plates. These are the ones that are going to take a little bit longer maybe. 69, we're almost there. It's all going to come together at the right time. But these will be done. 85, perfect. So if I get a couple of these. Get those over. It's not going to be the prettiest on here with all these skewers everywhere. Maybe we just need to line them all up like that. Look. That'll work. Get one more of those. They look nice.
No, you've got to have all the things the same way, facing the same way.
What?
Put
OCD? You put in the spot. You want them like that?
like you do with the
Apart from that pile.
cutlery and the
Yeah, that's
you,
great.
Can you run in and get the? It's a Chinese jar. It looks like that, but it's a chili, a crunchy chili thing. They're doing. Let's have a look at these.
Right, we're up in the pace now, Nick.
Well, we don't want to. These aren't going to take very long at all. So.
I love mushrooms.
Oh, there you go. Get these prawns flipped because they'll be starting to cook nicely. Take a little bit longer, but who put that bit of pineapple on there? That'd be me. She's probably struggling to find what I want because she doesn't know what I've asked her for.
Not really. The description was pretty.
We did talk about it earlier. It's like a chili thing. Right, let's get that out of the way, and then we can move on to our gnocchi last. Oh, I might be able to wedge a few of those on there with the mushrooms now. Should have done another egg. Just going to oil these because it'd be easier than oiling the grill. These are epic. This is a Marcus recipe and they are great. She must be struggling. She's still not returned. Okay, maybe I've used it all.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the right one.
It's crunchy.
It's not that one, but that's the, all. I can't.
But that'll do. It'll do. Chili chow oil. It's not that one, but I just want to put a bit of wet stuff on it.
Do you want that lid closed?
Oh yeah, sorry. You've been here for so long now. Right.
I think that's quite hot.
Yeah, I'm just going to put a bit on. Should have had the ones the other day. Oh, it was nuclear. Right. Couple more to go. Weird animal. Oh, they're looking good. They're looking done. That one isn't. Those two are. Those are. Hola. Oh. Nobody saw that.
No, keeping the
It's
camera
only
up.
family.
Keeping the camera up.
It's only family. Hey, that happened at a cookery school the other day. We had the 10-second rule because it was posh steaks. It went straight in the dirt. Not our cookery school, different cookery school. So we've got our mushrooms in there. Now with those, while everything else cooks, I'm just going to move some gnocchi. Put them all in. These prawns are looking hot. Get these all on the... I like doing them on these cast iron because they just get a little bit of char on them. So they're going to take a minute or two. Spread those out a little bit. What we're going to do is chop a little bit of parsley to go on our mushrooms. Which will be difficult because I haven't got my knife. Can you grab some chilies as well? Red chilies if we've got them. Right. I can't believe I've got my knife. Right. Everybody wants to know. Everybody wants to know. I do. It's actually pretty good. A bit chewy, but tasty.
Yeah, good.
Oh, back to chicken gizzards. You've got to try it. You can get them. Chinese supermarket. Mama's still not convinced. Right.
Are you going to take that board over so they can...
No, I'm just going to chop this. I'll take that board
Yeah,
over in a
yeah.
second. Yeah. Those are prawns are pink. Prawn is done when it is fish 63. $65. Cool. I'll bring the board over because then I won't drop them.
It's, just a thought.
Controversial. These are starting to crisp up. It's what you want on the outside.
Churchwood Fisheries has
Steve, yeah.
just said, have you the half grill, half plancher?
Yes, that's the half plancher, half stain, half cast iron on the expander, so they're up in the air.
And have you got the half plancher grills in stock?
The half plancher,
you're now
these
back.
ones, I don't, but Big Green Egg do. So I can get them for you from Big Green Egg, Steve. If you need other stuff, I can get them for you. If you don't need other stuff, then it's going to be cheaper for you to get them just direct. Anything over 70 quid after... I just said I discount online. Anyway.
No.
Well, it's obviously, otherwise it's cheaper. Anyway, but... Yeah, anything over... I've just said I won't do this. I'm
Yes,
doing
you did.
Oh, freeze, I'll bring it over. Then we'll get the other chicken off. Put these bad boys off. How am I doing for time?
12:30.
Oh, bang on. They're looking lush.
Oh, it smells amazing.
Yeah, those I'm going to give another couple of minutes. Might chuck some more oil on because they're potatoes. They just soak it up and go crispy. Got to get my chicken thighs. See how temperature these are. $79, $80, $84. You could take them a bit more. They get more gnarly on the outside, but in the interest of time, we go down with those. Yep. So it's just our potato gnocchi from Marcus's Burke. Put those on. Move them all up a tiny bit. Oh, look at that. Where am I going to put the gnocchi on the end?
Yeah.
As usual, they all said I was mad. Of course I am. I'll take some out, the better ones. Gonna get some of those down there. They're looking crispy. Gonna leave a couple a little bit longer, just because I want to but just in the interest of time, we'll get those out. And then finally, oh, I can't believe it's all come together. Bit of parmesan over our gnocchi.
Just a kind of blogger getting caught in the breeze.
Right. How does that? Right, we ought to get you to eat something. Right, Mama? Gizzards?
No.
No.
Okay,
really.
give me one, just a piece to try.
We're cooling down a bit, so. I think you could do them even more. It's a bit chewy. She's not convinced.
They're really rubbery.
That one, yeah, a bit chewy. Maybe it needs to be cooked a bit more. But in the few minutes we've got. Anyway, I'll put them back in and we'll let you know. So we have chicken thigh with a teriyaki sauce. We've got chicken gizzards. We've got our pork loin with a little bit of, it is crispy, fat on the outside. We've got our duck with Peking duck sauce. We've got some mushrooms, which I haven't yet put the thing on. Where's my knife? On that thing. Hang on 1 sec, people. Oh, everything's going everywhere. So you need a bit of parsley on our mushrooms. Need a bit of chilli on my last one. Hang on 1 sec, people.
Good job you can chop quick.
Yeah. We're going to put a bit of chilli, I think on the prawns as well. That chilli will go well on those, and it will definitely go well on those bad boys. Right, so we have our mushroom with parsley, thyme, balsamic, and a bit of soy. Got our jerk prawns with pineapple, our skirt steak with ginger and spring onions, and gnocchi with parmesan.
Can you go back to the beginning? 'Cause we've still got people joining.
Oh, okay. Back to the beginning. Do all over again.
No, just
Just a test. Chicken thighs with a teriyaki. Chicken gizzards with teriyaki. Pork loin with lemon and garlic. Duck with Peking duck sauce. Mushrooms with thyme, parsley, bit of soy. Prawns and pineapple with jerk and chili, and skirt with soy and a couple of other things that I forgot. Ginger and gnocchi with parmesan. That. How many's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Should have gone one more.
There's no room left on the board.
I know. So exciting news.
Oh.
Slatherboards. Exciting new slatherboards. We will have a new prototype slatherboard hopefully next week. In fact, there's going to be 2. And hopefully we can then put them up for sale, or I will send you to the people I'm getting them from. I'm not going to, it's not about me. It's about him. It's just another small business locally. And we'll send you to him and he'll make you boards. And even better than that, you can get them engraved. So ours will come with Meat Smoke Fire logo on them, but you can get them engraved. So I will introduce you to that next week. But slather boards will be back. Yes. You all wanted them. Big chopping boards we will probably work on. I haven't spoken to him about that yet. So, yeah. Price of Kamado Space hasn't gone up and might not go up. That's good news. So those, if you're after Kamado Space, the impending price rise sounds like it might not happen. Awesome. Yeah. Any questions?
no, a lot of love for potential, but the fact we might be able to help us lower the board.
Cool. They're going to be nice. It's a local company to me who's making them. He started doing them in lockdown. I haven't met him yet, but I've seen his products. They look stunning. Had a call with him this week. So he is making 2 prototypes for us. One that looks like this with a hole in to hang it, and one with a handle. More of a charcuterie board. They will be some beautiful bits of wood. So one I'm getting, I think is elm. Might be elm. The other one is the one with the handle, it looks incredible. And I don't know whether I want to engrave it because it looks so nice, but anyway. Yeah. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. We'll put it up onto YouTube. Please subscribe to us on YouTube, because when you watch our videos on YouTube, we get a quarter of a penny or something. I mean, I made £11 last month. Anyway, anything you need, give us a shout. We're around. I'm around all week apart from Tuesday when I'm playing golf. That's it. Helena, anything to add?
No, I think that's it.
Perfect. So we'll put a link to Marcus's book up. Some of these recipes, I'll put links to where I got them from. The ones we've modified and are now ours, we will do. We'll put them up. But yeah, cool. All right, have a great week, people. I'm a little over time, but thanks for watching. See you soon.